Oh, you sexy people of the internet. And the ones I'm hoping are all wearing clothes. I'm not actually hoping that. I hope you're naked and enjoying life. You're wearing your birthday suit. You're enjoying life the way God intended. Um, welcome in. Welcome in. What is going on? So big day, right? What day is today? Is it Tuesday? Oh, jeez, man. God, it's already Tuesday. I had no idea. I did, I guess, if I thought about it, but I haven't said those words out loud. And maybe I need to start saying like what day of the week it is out loud, so that way I'd know. But anyway, um, so I want to do something I haven't done before. All right, and because I got on here and I noticed that my buddy was doing a stream, and I want to do this because it's a cool stream. I want you guys to check this out. Okay. This is ID Crisis here. This guy's a phenomenal artist. Alright, see him? So I'm just gonna leave his. Oh, I covered up his logo. Uh, ID Crisis. I'm just gonna leave him on in the background. Just gonna listen to him. I'm not gonna listen to him. What we're gonna do is we're gonna watch him do his artwork stuff because this is cool stuff. I mean, the this isn't even like the. This is the simple stuff he does. He's the man's a true artist. So anyway, go check out ID Crisis. Um, after this, go subscribe to his stuff. He is not your typical artist. He happens to be a complete brain. Um, he's one of those people that you're like, how do you know so much? Hello, Jessica. How are you doing? Oh wow. Oh cool. On Twitch. Jessica, how are you? I don't know if I can show this. If that shows up on Twitch, I think it does. Doing all right. Doing all right. We got my buddy ID Crisis back here. This is his uh, artwork. And it was just, I was like, man, it's too pretty to not share. So I want to put it on there while I talk. Um, I like having something in the background. I hate this. That bores me. This is awesome. So anyway, let me get here. I'm gonna do brand. I'm gonna take that off of the top. Um, well, that's the wrong thing. Oh, sorry guys. There we go. I cleans it. There's ID Crisis. Um, so that way you know his channel. It does show when you show the chat. What does that mean? Well, I'm missing. Like this. Oh, okay. See, Cool Frog, you're there. You are again, man. You just pop up out anyway. You're like my superhero friend. You're like Superman, and I'm your Jimmy Olsen. So I needed help, and there you were. Anyway, today was day one of the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp, uh, Borapalooza. I don't know. The jury, I really thought the jury may have a decision today because they've had so long to think about it. But the jury's done a thorough job. This has been, was it 21 days? And then they had a week off, so it's like 28 days, basically a month. And, man, I did not bring something to drink, and I wish I had. Uh, so 28 days is a long, long time. And it's weird because that's a lot of stuff for a juror to remember. I mean, think about that. That's an entire month of their lives are just, it's gone. They haven't been able to talk about stuff from it. Um, they're just, they can't watch the news. They're not supposed to do, I mean, they do stuff. there was a juror in Kyle Rittenhouse case that got kicked off the jury because he said something or he made a joke about something. I forgot what it was, but anyway, it's such a dedication of time and of your life, and to think that you can be. Oh, Cool Frog is on ID Crisis. Oh, cool. That's hilarious. Cool Frog's probably telling him that I'm copying his thing. Anyway, that is hilarious. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. I always want to hear what they're saying.
His stream.
So you mean he's
Cool Frog's
this?
watching this? Yeah, he's stream sniping you right now.
Well,
Right.
I don't know how I feel about that. I think I'm supposed to feel honored or something.
Yes, I am.
He's just like, okay.
I'm totally.
This is where I start. This is where I start really watching what I say. When did he start stream sniping?
Don't worry, I got you on mute. I got you on mute. Oh, hang on. You know what? I'm gonna put a comment here. This is crazy. Let's see here. Watch this. Up, screen sniper. Here. Your. Whoops. Art is so cool. I wanted to put it in the background. Pretend none of us are. Pretend I'm not here. Pretend I'm not here. Alright, and I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to, let's see, good. We got his. Check this out. Copy. And then I need to go over here and set my YouTube again. You guys, I can't talk and do something. I can't stay on topic, but I can talk about what I'm doing. So that's what that's why you hear me like this. I sound like a complete idiot. I know that. I'm sorry. But, I mean, you guys are used to it, right? A moron. Don't let me, let's see here, where we go. Oh. Hang on. Why is that? Oh, there it is. And paste. Alright. Alt ID Crisis. Wait, did I spell it right? Yeah, I think so. Nope, I did not spell it. Check. God, I can't spell anything. Have you guys forgotten how to spell? Or is that just me? It is spell check. I blame Microsoft for me not being able to spell anymore. All right. We'll get back to our stuff here. Oh, wait, hang on. Where'd that go? I need to enlarge this. Boom. Okay. So, anyway, guys, that's in the background. Shirts, I love you. You're awesome. Do you see what I did here, though? Do you see how this works? Because, like, I didn't know that ID Crisis was on. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, man. Like, this is really cool. This is real interesting to me. So, I was just like, well, look. I've already... I put my... heck, every night 10:30, right? Try to do every day at 12. But for some reason, people keep getting in my way. No, but I wanted to put up ID Crisis on here because I'm like, this is so cool. This is like watching, it's if this were like time lapse, wouldn't that be awesome? You just like real quick. But this is watching an artist go to work. This is like sitting, you're standing behind the glass and watching someone on their easel. Easel? I can't even pronounce it right. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I fell asleep this afternoon. I woke up. I didn't really know where I was. But I was wearing pants, so that was interesting. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, Johnny Depp, Amber Heard trial today. The jury came out at noon. Noon? No, lunch, which was like 12:30. So like right before then, and they had a question about something to be clarified, and it was about the defamatory statement. Was it in the title, or was it the article itself? Now, that's going to be something. That's something I haven't heard anybody talk about. Is titles, headlines, are usually not written by the person that writes the article. They're written by the editor. So, does that apply to Amber? I don't know. I think that may be a tough one. Now, when I hear it, unless somebody can explain it to me differently, I think that may be a tough one to look over. Atrazine. What's atrazine? What's this word mean? Shirts, what's atrazine? Shirts, I gotta have you on, man. You need to, we need to pick a night, and I need to put in the topic, because there's so much. I gotta feel. Actually, you know what, man? There's so much we could go. We need to do a whole different show. That's what we need to do. I want to talk to you about stuff. Everything that I didn't think people know. You understand what I'm saying? It sounds like gibberish, but you get it. Anyway, what was the where was I going? Oh yeah, so anyway, the jury, so they come out and they're like, we don't know what this means. And so the judge had brought the attorneys in. That's what everybody got excited about, because the judge asked for the attorneys to return. So they asked the question, and then the attorneys, everything, they were fine with it. Yeah, it's the title of the article and not the article itself. So what is weird, again, like I said, is I don't know if that affects it or not, because usually it's editors, right? If I remember right, that come up with those. And let's see here. It's I lost my train of thought. Oh, but anyway, yeah, no, I'm sorry. So anyway, so that was the question, and then they go to lunch, and then it's like this afternoon, nothing came out of it. I stopped streaming at like 4, because the judge said that, they're not serving dinner, and that there'd be an hour. It's like her time is that the jury comes to a conclusion, and it's the rest of that hour. So if it's 20 minutes or if it's 40 minutes, she gives the rest of that hour plus another hour after that for everybody to get into the courtroom and get settled, which is quite reasonable. It's not bad. Now, so 4 I cut it off. But anyway, there is one question. Didn't see this, and it's funny because I was piggybacking off of Ricada's stream. I was acting like I was the extra person, kind of like what I'm doing right now. I'm piggybacking off of ID Crisis, acting like I'm Cool Frog, and like I'm there in the room with them, right? But the question was, it's not the question, but so you got all these attorneys, and they're reading all this stuff, and you gotta figure they've read this stuff a dozen times by now, right? Well, one of them caught that in the instructions, it says and it should read or. I forget what the instruction was about, but it's that's what it was. It was Amber Heard is guilty of defamation in print and digital. Now it's very different because in digital, we learned in the trial that if she took the article and then retweeted it out, but added commentary when she retweeted it, that would count as being published. So, Dragon Man, what's up? I love the way you spell hello. But anyway, it's so, yeah, yellow. That's what kind of how I saw it, shirts. But so with the instructions, now it's supposed to be or, right? So it's either she defamed Johnny Depp with the article in the Washington Post or online. But it has the word and instead of or. And that's very important. I know it's like most people, it doesn't matter. But if I'm sitting there in the jury, that's a big deal. Because it means you have to satisfy both of them. It has to be both in print and it has to be on digital. There's no ambiguity there. Courts have fought over and, or, shall, may, if, should. All these are in legislation. These are single words that you have to be aware of when you see the stuff, whether it's in court rulings or if it's in legislation. It's in it's been codified into statutory law because it's a huge difference. It's a huge difference. It means everything. And I've had people, that's my background, it was law and stuff, is government law. And I've had people try to say, well, and really means, or not and, but it's, should, we'll say. And I'm like, no, it doesn't say shall, right? It's like, you should do this, or I'm trying to think of a very specific. Or is the best one. It's like, well, you either do this or you do that, but you don't have to do both. And you have another one that says and they'll try to like compare like statutes, and they always think they've got one on you. This is where they try to say like attorneys lie or they trick you or whatnot like that. And it's not true. It's just the fact that people want to read. People read what they want to believe. Okay, so when you're reading something, you want to believe it says something like this, but in reality, it says something like that. I don't know, it's stupid and this is boring, and that's it. I should move on. So, I don't know why Discord's going nuts over here. I keep hearing it pop. Let's see here. If I got anything coming up, is somebody trying to send me something? I don't know. I need to ignore things. Sorry. I pulled out my photos. I hit the wrong button again. I must be tired and not realize it. So guys, I want to get on something because I don't want to miss this. All right? And I'm going to pull this up. Let's see. I want to see. Actually, it's weird. This is one of the few times I actually want to watch something before I show it to y'all. So we're going to hold off on that one. But I want to put this up. And I didn't see this. And I haven't had a chance to cover this as much as I want to. Let's see here. Where do I go? Make sure I got everything right. And we're going to go boom and boom. And this would be like a video for me that I put up. But we're going to do this right now because I want to talk about this. I don't think this can wait. Okay. This is the school shooting, right? The Texas deal. I'm going to put my thing up. I'm going to remind you, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, share. And don't forget to comment either. Let's see here. Where'd I go? So check this out. It was the wrong decision. Did police in Uvalde ignore their own training? Now, I looked at this, and this is a long article. Let's see if I can clean that up. Yeah, there we go. Nope. Man, what has happened? Now you can't, you go to reader mode and you can't read anything. Oh, there it is. Okay. Texas officials reveal missteps in Uvalde school shooting response. The incident commander wrongly believed that children were no longer at risk, according to Texas Department of Safety. I swear this got to be missed. It can't start like that. Okay, it didn't. So this is what happened. That really, really, really is shocking. 2 months before the mass shooting in Uvalde, the school district hosted an all-day training session for local police and other school-based law enforcement officers focused on active shooter response. 2 months before, so they just had training. I mean, 2 months is fresh in your memory, all right? First responders to the active shooter scene will usually be required to place themselves in harm's way, according to a lengthy course description posted online by the Texas agency that developed the training. So that means, okay. Gosh, I forget what it's called. It's, what is it, post-certified stuff. Police officers have to have certain certifications, and they have to have certain trainings, okay? The state likes to train local agencies. So that way, if there is a state of emergency or something like that, the state troopers come in. Here's what everybody wants to be on the same page. 9/11 changed everything about the way people respond to stuff, how agencies interact with each other. Communication is key, and responding quickly is how you save lives. You have to get in there immediately, and you have to do it as safely as you can. That's why they have training. That's all the difference in the world between somebody who's prepared and somebody who isn't. Now, the state wants everybody on the same page. That's the way to describe it. They want everybody on the same page. And this goes for, like, local governments, too, in, like, everything. Like, they want all the not county commissions, but all the county trustees, all the county clerks, all the registered deeds. They all work on the same page. So that way, just things flow. Everything, it goes from the top down. Your state is the... your counties are political subdivisions of the state. The state is the actual recognized thing. The counties are subdivisions, and then cities are, different part of it. But like all your constitutional provisions, your state constitution are for counties. They're not for cities. At least that's the way it works in Tennessee, and I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'd be willing to bet that's the majority of jurisdictions are that way. So, let's see. Time is the number one enemy during an active shooter response. Waiting outside for an hour eating donuts is not the way you're supposed to handle it. The best hope that innocent victims have is that officers immediately move into action to isolate, distract, or neutralize the threat, even if that means one officer acting alone. Pretty wild, huh? Now, relatives of victims and neighbors of Robb Elementary School are raising questions on how police officers who first arrived at the scene handled the situation, including whether they followed their own training. When they don't follow their own training, that's when liability comes in. This is massive. This is a huge thing. What this is basically saying is that the fault of this... I mean, this could have been anybody. This could have been foreign nationals came into the school. This could have been a rogue teacher in the school. It didn't have to be a gun. It could have been a chemical attack. It could have been, an explosive. It could have been Killdozer. Do you think if Killdozer is going towards the school, cops sitting on the curb is the way they're supposed to respond? So you got to take emotion out of this, because, and I'll tell you, I do have a vested interest in this because I'm an American. I believe in American values and beliefs, and what's best for America is best for the rest of the world. And what we do raises the world. And I'm concerned right now because I'm seeing people actively, our own citizens, our own neighbors and friends and allies and, members of your community are attacking your values. Not values, that's not the right word, but your individualism, your liberty. And nothing is more precious than liberty. Yeah, 19 kids, they're already dead. You don't know another shooting's ever going to happen. This one wouldn't have happened if they would have just followed the plan. There's a plan in place, and the local police ignored it. It's what it looks like. All of this is coming out. So now you have to ask yourself, were there other factors also at play? This is an area, I'm sorry, I know I keep harping on this, but look at the Fast and Furious what's Fast and Furious from? It's the ATF tried their whole gun running. It was a Fast and Furious gun running scheme set up by Eric Holder, the Attorney General, to try and persuade public opinion to ban firearms. Your government worked against you. That's treasonous in every way. It's treasonous against you. That they work for you. This is for the common good. But you had individuals with their screwed up values wanting. Who knows what the scheme is? What's the end game here? What is their end game? There's no checks and balances anymore. And all we have is the individual, and we're sitting here and we're seeing that our government is failing us. If the government's going to force you to send your kids to school, then the government is liable for everything that happens to the kid while at school. Imagine if a kid was having an asthma attack and they withheld asthma medication from the kid. Or was having a diabetic, needed insulin, and they withheld the insulin. Whose fault would that be? Would that be the insulin people? The makers of it? Would that be the inhaler industry? No, it'd be the school. Because they're supposed to have plans in place. If they're going to make this happen, if they're going to make you do something, they're liable for it. Look at prison lawsuits. They have to have, what's the term I'm looking for? It has to be, it can't be cruel and unusual punishment. And cruel and unusual punishment also means when they have prisons that are overflowing. There's too many people. Or the conditions are abhorred. There's not medical facilities within the prison system. There's not doctors. There's not basic needs like toiletry and stuff. The government is responsible for prisoners. They're responsible here, and we have it blatantly that they fucked up. But yet they're blaming you. They're going to blame you because it was your freedom of religion. They're already trying to do that with Nancy Pelosi. Did you notice how they went nuts? These atheists, they're not Catholics. They're not Christians or believers in a God, but they're sitting here bad-mouthing the Catholic Church because the Catholic Church said you cannot participate in communion. It's a holy sacrament. Who are they to make that decision? Who are they to even have an opinion on it? I mean, they're not, they're self-righteous, virtue signaling that use this insufferable victimization to give them power. They have a sense of power. They make no mistake about it. It's not about gun rights. It's about them feeling powerful by taking away something you have. I feel power by being able to give somebody something. By getting somebody to recognize their own raw talent and being able to get up and do their own thing. To realize that failure is wonderful. It teaches you how to get back up. But these people, little kids are dead. Kids were on cell phones. I don't even know. Kids had cell phones at this age, and they're calling 911, begging for help. 911 operator, hi, this is Johnny. There's a guy in here. He's playing death metal and shooting people and laughing about it. Oh, little Johnny, we know. We have all of our police officers outside, nice and safe. When he runs out of bullets, we'll go in and arrest him. But you can sleep good tonight knowing that the police officers are safe. You know, the guys with all the training and all the firearms and all the ballistics and everything else, those guys, they're safe. It took God's unwanted children, Border Patrol. I mean, those guys take it the worst. It took off-duty officers to go in there. One guy borrowed a gun from his barber. Another guy luckily had his gun with him. He drove from 40 miles away. I mean, is that not crazy? He's like, something happened, it's 40 miles away. Something happens 20 miles away, the next town to me. I'm like, oh man, that sucks. But this guy, it was like a bat signal. He jumps in the Batmobile and he's there. He goes in, he neutralizes the target. But Uvalde, who has, how many police officers they have? Well, there's 2 standing outside right there. There are people trying to get inside. Oh, look, there's a sheriff saying, you can't go inside. It's dangerous. It's scary. They're saying, but my children are in there. Yeah, aren't you glad you're out here with us? Here, would you like a Krispy Kreme? This can't stand. Because you know what? Here's the thing. Their incompetence. And this is coming from, this is not me. This is an opinion. This is fact coming from this article right here. What was the guy that said, who was the Texas Department of Public Safety Director, Stephen McCraw. This guy right here. Oh, why won't that light up? I can't copy it. Oh, no, I don't want that. But he acknowledged that officers on the scene miscalculated what was unfolding. Look. Oh, that's it. Okay. Officers on the scene miscalculated what was unfolding and failed to go after the gunman sooner. They miscalculated. Yeah, they fucked up. And now it's your fault. Because some virtue signaling, victimization, power stroker, okay? You've seen these people. You've seen them on Twitter. You've seen their insufferable channels on either YouTube or Twitch. You see what they look like? They always have greasy hair. They look like they just got done eating a bag of Fritos and wiped the grease off on their t-shirt. They're asthmatic, disgusting people. They have pronouns in their avatars. You know they can speak Elvish. And they're sitting here between, spoonfuls of, God, who knows? They're all drinking energy drinks. I know that. All drinking Monster drinks and Red Bulls. They're going to feel good when you don't have safety or protection, because you know what? You can't call the cops. What are the cops going to do? Sit outside? What are you going to do when you see these hordes of gangs come through and they go into a house and they decide they're going to start raping everybody? They're going to rape men, women, same. Because it's power to them. But you give up your guns because little Timmy, who we don't know if there's ever going to be another school shooting. There shouldn't be. I mean, we just saw Parkland, 2 years ago. That officer got arrested. That ran away. He got arrested. Why won't we let principals carry firearms? Why won't we let anybody carry a firearm? But we put signs up. How are those signs working out for you now? They're working out real good. No guns on school property. I haven't checked a single comment here. I'm sorry, guys. Divinity's back. Gosh. I just looked back at my first video I ever posted, Pulse nightclub shootings clip. I didn't know that. That's crazy. That's crazy right there. Yep, Eric Holder. Fall Storm needs to be here to remind me to look at the chat. I was rolling. Jules appreciates me. Guys, I'm sorry I was on a roll here. No. Oh, hey, here we go. Look at this. Dragon Man. I suspect the chief of police will lose his job. Yeah, the chief of police, he's now a city councilman. He won an election 2 weeks ago. Convenient, isn't it? He'll still be chief of police, but he's a city councilman. I mean, talk about protecting your own. What are you going to do, fire yourself? No. Y'all saw the letter they did, right? Let's see here. I got it for you somewhere. I'm going to pull this up. I wasn't planning on getting on a roll. That's not it. Let's see here. No, there's all that guy. Maybe I didn't keep it. It's on community and is this it? No. Why do I feel like this should be it? I don't think that's it. No, it's this thing. Sorry, guys. Well, I don't have it in my photos. I thought I did. Man, I thought I did. Anyway, it was a letter from the you know what? I've got it over here. It's in my what's that thing called? YouTube community. Let me go find that real quick. How do I not have this saved? Oh, duh. I'm dumb. I'm really dumb, guys, because I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I having so much hard time? It's like my brain just fried. My brain has just fried. I need to go back to my thing. This isn't. Am I not? I didn't show that, did I? It doesn't matter. It was the same thing. Let's see here. Microsoft Edge tab. That's it. All right. Make sure that's up. There we go. Okay. So this is the press release from the Uvalde Police Department. My department will never be able to express the words the deepest sympathy and condolences to the individual families and the entire community of Uvalde. We extend our sincere gratitude and enormous outpour of support from all law enforcement agencies, our community members, and the nation. I want to thank all the personnel of my department for their dedicated and tireless efforts to continue to provide service to our community during this difficult time. Really? You want to thank all the personnel and everything? Our personnel have displayed the utmost commitment to our community during this difficult time as we are all suffering as members of the community that is the family of Uvalde. I don't think you are all suffering. I don't think you're suffering the same way as everybody else. I think it's it's. Is he on here? Oh, sorry. No, I was saying the wrong thing. Yes, you gotta blame someone's shirts. And why was it woman was able to get in and get her kid? Yeah, I don't know. There's so much stuff I haven't even had to time to decompress. Nerd, look at this. Blame the NRA was Ethan Klein. I want to tell you guys something about that. That's real common right now. It's to blame the NRA because there's been some bad press about them and people don't like it. They don't like Wayne LaPierre and stuff. There's a reason why they continue to attack the NRA because that's all they know. That's all that's okay. The NRA is attacked from outside people because the NRA is the most powerful. When we start attacking from the inside, then we're doomed. Right now is not the time to fight. Right now is not the time to split ranks. Oh, as so and so other organization. You know what? There's room for more than one organization. Join both. You should. But like it or not, the NRA is really your only voice. And yeah, you don't like something that the NRA did 30 years ago? Wow. A lot of stuff has changed in that amount of time. A lot of people, look at the term FUD. But I also want you guys to know that they want you to turn over your own way to protect yourself, your house, your family, your community. They want you to give all that up, but they won't do anything to protect the border. Why is that? Who's supposed to protect you when the boogeyman's coming over in droves? In this country right now, there are 1 million illegal Chinese nationals that all came over from the border from Mexico. China is the number 2 highest ethnicity to cross the border. That 1 million number is probably wrong. It's probably higher. They have 1 billion people in China. 1 million? Makes for a heck of a sleeper cell. Oh, but that's okay. We got police. Police are trained better anyway. Only police should have guns. Because, you know, the police. Because they're the good guys. You ever been pulled over by an asshole cop? Look, I'm not being hard on cops, man. But there's, what's the numbers? There's like 500,000 police officers in the United States. Let me look that up. I feel stupid saying that. How many police in the USA? There are 697,195 full-time law enforcement officers as of 2019. 700,000 cops. Wow. That is an amazing number. No, not all 700,000 are bad. But it doesn't take that. People, they're going to follow orders. And you see that. You see how the police, the chief of police, that matters. That matters big time. Let's see here. Boom. Boom. That's what I've been saying the whole time. There's a study, and this is one of those things that you just learn, okay? And I've known this. It was explained to me in the population in Uvalde. I do not know that. That's a good question. Uvalde population. 15,000. Stuff like that just does not happen, right? Wow. I didn't realize that. Yeah, so 15,000 live in this town. And you're telling me they didn't know this weirdo? But there's a government. You know, as Ronald Reagan said, the closest thing to eternal life is a government program. Government continues to grow. It continues to get more. It's like a black hole. It's always growing. It's always getting more massive. It's sucking things into it. Power has always been realized when people are fearful or they're hungry. They're scared, right? They don't feel safe. There's a lot of talk going on about food shortage happening, which is unfathomable to me. It's the United States. But I remember the first week of the lockdown, there were no potatoes at Walmart. Never in my life did I think there wouldn't be potatoes. Right? I mean, that's just a given. We still can't get straws. I mean, it's screwed up. It's absolutely crazy. So, the test run of 2020, the summer of love, was, you know how fearful people will be when they can't defend themselves anymore. And then people will be in the streets, and they'll be crying to give up their rights and demand more government services, and government will grow. The people that want power, they can't have two parties. That's why they've turned it into a football game. We no longer believe in the common good. The common good is the American backbone. You know, you don't have to disagree with everything just because I'm a Republican or I'm a Democrat. You don't have to absolutely disagree with every single thing. It's funny how many things you disagree with. That's unique. But it doesn't have to be that way. Yeah, this one here. Wait a second. I love that. Yeah, it's fear. Fear is what they want. Let me tell you something. This is the image. What was the guy in St. Louis? He's now running for Senate in Missouri. The attorney that came out with the AR-15. Right? Remember that? And they try to do everything to show how wrong he was for doing this. How illegal that was. No, it was legal as all get out. He was in a gated private community where he paid membership dues or homeowner association dues. There's community property. That gate was community property. And he has a right to defend his property. So when they tore down the gate and started walking across his yard towards his house, drew the line, man. Drew the line. And you saw how bad that scared the left. Oh, whoops. Did I say that? McCloskey. Thank you, Dragon Man. Thank you. Listen, whenever you need to feel better about yourself, look up where RJ63 is. That is so true. But what happens? They want to take that gun away from McCloskey. The dude in St. Louis, they want to take that gun away because some backwater town doesn't even have water. I don't know what Uvalde has. Some sand lot in southwest Texas had a shooting because the government down there screwed up royally. And Schertz was saying there's already rumors about this guy was on a server with this supposed retired federal agent. And the same server that the Buffalo shooter was on. And all the stuff marks to a grift, man. It's a grift. I'm sorry, guys. I can't. The chat has to. Oh, there we go, man. There we go. The chat, you guys have to take care of yourselves because I get lost in the chat, and then and I also get lost to keep up with it. You guys make me smile. You can probably hear the tone of my voice. I'm smiling right now. But yeah, this whole thing, and if that wasn't the kicker, let's see if I can do this right this time. Check this out. This just broke tonight, and I was going to do a video on this, but this stuff's happening so fast, don't have time. So we're doing it live. Uvalde police and the school district are no longer cooperating with the Texas probe, say sources. What the hell? The Uvalde Police Department and the Uvalde Independent School District Police Force are no longer cooperating with the Texas Department of Public Safety's investigation into the massacre at Robb Elementary School. And the state's review of law enforcement response. Multiple law enforcement sources tell ABC News. Can they even do that? Remember, they're a political subdivision of the state. The Uvalde Police Chief and a spokesperson for the Uvalde Independent School District did not respond to requests for comment. According to sources, the decision to stop cooperating, make sure this is up there, okay. The stop cooperating occurred soon after the director of DPS, Stephen McCraw, held a news conference during which he said the delayed police entry. Hang on, I'm going to highlight all that. Delayed police entry into the classroom was the wrong decision and contrary to protocol. That's what we were just reading. Reached by ABC News, a spokesperson said that the Uvalde Police Department and Chief and the CISD police have been cooperating with investigators. The chief of the police provided an initial interview but has not responded to a request for a follow-up interview with the Texas Rangers that was made 2 days ago. So Texas Rangers rode into town, and the police chief said, "I'm not talking to you." They've lawyered up. That's what this tells me. You know when you watch a show and it says like, oh, you know, they talked to the police union? Or the police union, the union representative? That's what's happened. Now, I want you guys to think back about like Freddie Gray. You remember him? He died while in police custody. And they decided to go after the cops, and they arrested them all. Look up Freddie Gray and reread his circumstances. They didn't put a seatbelt on him, and that was a new policy that had just started like a week beforehand. And really, that's probably all that. If he had been wearing a seatbelt, he'd be alive today. But instead they went after 8 cops. The cops, they don't trust the prosecutors anymore. Who blames them? But when they act like this, there's no way to right or wrong here, man. There's no way to right this wrong. So now they're not cooperating. Seen outside. Image taken from a video by a bystander. Is that not something else? You know, let's satisfy my curiosity. Uvalde police sitting outside. No, I really expected to see pictures of them sitting on the curbs. I've seen it before. So just take that part out. Let's do outside. Oh, look. Here we go. Is that up? Yeah. There you go. They can hear the music the guy's playing. They hear the gunshots. They're resting on a bike rack. There's their police chief right there. A big old tub of lard. Here's some more of them staying safe. Gotta hydrate. Gotta be hydrated before you can go in and pick up dead kids. Oh, here it is. Wait outside for an hour. This is a cell phone snap from a video. The guy has an AR. It's a sheriff's officer. He has body armor. He's got real cool Oakley sunglasses. Why isn't this guy going inside and engaging? You don't need a SWAT team for this asshole. He was a groomed transsexual asshole that killed. Oh, do we know about the grandmother? The grandmother supposedly was in like stable condition. He shot her, went back online and said what happened, and then took off. Oh, I haven't heard this. Sully's in the driveway. Well, Sully, you can come on in. I don't know how you found me, but you can come in. We'll put you on here. We'll talk. We'll start talking about bicycles. Yeah, dude. 15 minutes ago is like might as well be the yesterday's show. I don't know what you're talking about. I get the feeling everyone's frantic. Yeah, Sully's not here. We're worried. Yeah, I did not know this about the cops. I did hear. Oh, dude, nailed it. Is your show off? I just looked up and I see it now. It is. By the way, man, that was awesome. Like, I was just happy watching your stuff. I was like, I just want to have a really cool background image. Like, that needs to go on a loop. Any of your stuff, you loop it like that, expect me to snipe it. If I remember. Yeah, if they were nurses, they'd be out there doing a TikTok. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Did any of the cops do a TikTok? They're going to put the blame on teachers to get mandates. Similar to pilot, classroom equal students, pilots equal passengers. Yeah. But I don't know. Sully, the way it's going now, it's the cops. I was trying to figure out what that was. I thought you were showing stuff for your guys. ID Crisis. He's working on a comic book and called Asphalt. And I really thought you were. I was like, oh, he's probably showing where the idea for the mask came from, and instead it was just poop. That's cool. Anyway, yeah. So this is a grift, man. I'm sorry. I have no faith in this. Hang on here. Let's go back. I need to go back to it. So do I? Most of the pictures aren't pulling up. Yeah. Let's see what else. That's not it. Go back to MSN. See if they have something. Oh, yeah, good. Look at this. Students 911 calls from class. Students called from class. That's a Texas Ranger. You can tell by his gun. The timeline of 911 calls made by children in the school was laid out by the Texas Department of Public Safety. I wonder if that's why they quit cooperating. Either classroom 112 or 111. According to McCraw, around 12:03 p.m., student identified herself and whispered that she was located in room 112. At 12:10, the same student called back and advised police that there were multiple dead within the classroom. At 12:13, she called a third time, and 3 minutes later, she called a fourth, informing police that there were around 8 to 9 students still alive inside the classroom. This is... So at 12:13, there were students alive at 12:13. I think this time's off here. Let's see here. 12:50 shots were fired and we heard the 911 calls at 12:51. It's very loud and sounds like an officers are moving children out of the room. During a press conference, McGraw, who clarified the time it took for police to respond and fairly shoot the suspect with the first 911 call made around 11:30 a.m. While the incident was initially believed to be an active shooter situation, the incident commander, Pete Arredondo, oh, that's the chief of police. Oh, the school district. See, I'm confused how that works. Determined that since Ramos was inside the classroom, the incident was considered to be a barricaded subject. What does that matter then? If he's barricaded, then go to the door. Go to the barricade. Put eyes on the suspect. However, during that time, police received the 911 calls from students within the classroom and heard gunshots over the phone. McGraw responded to a question about the transition from an active shooter situation to a barricade subject, saying, with the benefit of hindsight from where I'm sitting now, of course it was not the right decision. It was the wrong decision, period. There were plenty of officers to do what needed to be done, with one exception, that the incident commander inside believed he needed more equipment and more officers to do a tactical breach at the time. A tactical breach, somebody stop me. The tactical breach is where they blow the door off. That's what they did with Steve Paddock. Steve Paddock was the shooter in Las Vegas. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. You know what? The best friend this show can ever have is, well, it's everybody. It's all equal here. But one of my best friends right now. Guys, I sound awful. I just need to shut up. I love Sully. How about that? Does that work better? I'm going to put this up. She just sent me. This was Discord. Did you read the early on excuses about the protective gear they don't have? Oh, no. The protective gear they don't have. But yet we just saw a picture of a cop with protective gear on. Well, thank you. You're drunk. But, whatever, dude. Thanks for pumping up my 13 to 17-year-old audience numbers. Oh my gosh. But they have all kinds of toys. Oh yeah. Yeah. No. Remember, Obama took those away after the Hands Up, Don't Shoot, Joplin, Missouri. Let's see here. Where am I going? It's brand. Sorry, guys. All right. Timeline of events. A student called 911. Identified herself. Whispered she was in room 112. So we got that. She called back with multiple dead. Called back a third time at 12:13. Do you know how long 10 minutes is in this situation? It's a lifetime. And then at 12:16 says there are 8 to 9 students alive. Now look at this. At the end of this, 12:51 says like officers are moving children out. So there are 9 kids trapped in a room with dead bodies. Their classmates dead. 911 call was made by a person in room 111. She hung up when other students told her to. Yeah, this is the... So the initial caller called back. I was told to stay on the line and be very quiet. She said the gunman had shot at the door. She asked 911 to please send the police now. How do you get over that? At 12:43, it's been 40 minutes. And this little girl saying, please send the police now. Meanwhile, they're outside licking the glaze off their fingers from the Krispy Kremes. .1250 shots were fired and could be heard over the call. Wow. What a turd sandwich this whole thing is. So, guys, I didn't mean to get off on this tangent. I really didn't. But it's just, it's overwhelming. And, Sully, RJ wants to make sure you're okay. I love you guys. This is the best chat there is. There's so much stuff I want to share with y'all. I love this whole experience. I love everything. And I'm sorry if tonight sounds like a downer, but I want you guys to know that now that I've got some time to focus, I'm ready to focus it on putting the blame where it needs to be. And it's not you and me. We didn't do anything. There's got to be TikTok videos of them. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to type that up. Let's see here. No. Okay, these are... I'll look at this later. This isn't... So these are people saying that they screwed up that I found that popped up. But I'll look at those later. I'll get on a phone. TikTok is made for the phone. It's not made for a computer. Thank you, Sully. Yeah, and thank you, Shirts. Guys, this is something I'm really passionate about. And my theory, and this goes back, I was in college. And it's like, who do you vote for when election time comes? And it was very simple for me. this right here, Anani, that's how I wish I would come up with what you just said, because that's so true. God, that's so true. We have to ignore that. We can't focus on that. It's already happened, and hopefully nobody here is. It's not your child, or it's not, you're not the level that's directly impacted by that. And I know that we personalize a lot of stuff, but we can't let those children's hopes and dreams and whatever they had, we can't let those be thrown into a political trash bag and start destroying and eroding away at the foundation of liberty. And this is what I love. Guys, we are all in the shower with ID crisis right now. Oh my gosh. We're all having a crisis. Oh, I knew a guy that had a button. He kept on his what was that thing? Sun visor. And a friend had given him that a friend of his wife's had given it to him. It said, "Conserve water, shower with a friend." Don't forget behind your ears and turn the jets on your belly button. We do belly button lint talk here on this channel. For those of you that are new here the past few days, I can't wait for y'all to come back on I come back on Friday. Oh my gosh, I love this. You guys, you can make everybody feel good. And see, this is what we need. This is where that family part comes in. That's where we're all here because I talk more than anybody else. And you all see this warped sense of humor, this warped mind, and we all think alike. All of us do. And ID Crisis is very pretty. And the inside of his septic tank is glorious. Oh, we needed this. ID Crisis saved the show. He saved the show. Oh my gosh, guys, this is too much. This is I want to know how he can type while in the shower. This is awesome. Oh. And next, where he's gonna have a camera, he's gonna do a live stream in there. He's gonna put the curtain rod, right? The shower rod, whatever it's called, shower curtain rod. I think that's it. The third time's the charm. He's gonna put it halfway down from the top, so that way you can see his head. He's gonna be shouting in there, talking on a live stream. That's actually not a bad idea. When he does that, he's got to get a Twitch channel. And he can go on, what is that? It's, hot tubs and something, beaches, hot tubs, something else. It's where all the thoughts hang out at. And, I don't want to know what he's typing with either. This gives a new meaning to soap on a rope. It's, yes, he can do ASMR from the shower. Cool Frog's got it. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, I see, dude, and you could like wear a shower cap because that's ridiculous and nobody wears those. But here would be a grown ass man, right? With your beard, a shower cap on. and just shower and talk about, I don't know, just talk about what's happening in life. What was today like? I'm telling you, it would be, you would have the most talked about channel. That would be awesome. Matter of fact, if you ever do it, you want to do a test run, go ahead and do it, and I'll put you on and I'll interview you while, while you shower. Or, oh my gosh, that's right, you do have that glorious beard. So, like a big bubble bath. Could you imagine that? It's like, if you guys, those who haven't seen ID Crisis, he is like the most manly man. He's from Pittsburgh, right? Right? I think he's from Buffalo originally, but he's in Pittsburgh. He just personifies that whole, like, he's a man's man. He kind of reminds you, if you saw the movie, oh, what is the name of it? Now I forgot it. Fat Man. Well, he's not fat, okay? That's not what I'm calling him. But Mel Gibson played in the Cruises movie. It's a dark comedy. It's really good though. It's called Fat Man. He looks like Mel Gibson. He has that beard going on. He has that look happening. So imagine that, right? In a bubble bath. Yeah, like Bugs Bunny used to do. Oh my gosh, yes. And ID is a huge fan of old Warner Brothers. Hey, if Sully's gonna do it, you know what everybody's gonna be doing. Oh, got it bad. I'm not the teacher. Those of you who don't know, that's Sully's intro. Oh yeah, Sully, the intro I did the other day for you. Yeah, that got a strike. Or got not a strike. What? It didn't hurt the channel, but it said, "Oh, this is a copyrighted thing, so you cannot monetize." Like I'm monetized anyway. Trust me, when the time comes, if I ever hit 1,000, hang on. I could not believe I was gonna mess it up. The only reason why, Anani, I promise you. I mean, listen to my voice. You can tell I'm excited about it. You know I'm telling you the truth. I couldn't remember that guy's name, and I was going to say that because he did. He showered, video chat with his girlfriend in the shower. Now we can only imagine, you know, what was going on there, right? So they were, you know, doing things on video. And anyway, that sounds so dirty. I love it. But no, this person, yeah, that was Anani. That's what saw the same thing, and I loved how Ricada went with it. Was like, you know, did he eat the parents? Did he try some? It just seems like, because it is a gruesome. I'm surprised that didn't get more coverage. It is a gruesome situation. If I'm not mistaken, they still haven't found the they still haven't found the mom. Is that right? Oh gosh. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah. Right, they found, what was it, the jawbone and some teeth. It's just, oh man. What is that guy's name again? Chandler Halderson. That's the one. That ought to be one of those, like, true crime. That ought to be like an HBO documentary. By the way, did you guys ever see? It was a what was that thing called? That stupid thing. Serial was that podcast that got real famous, and it was Saeed murder or whatever. There's a documentary on it, and somebody told me it was great, and you know, it's serial killers, right? Or not serial killers. That's the name of the show. I made it through almost 30 minutes before I was like, I can't do this. I don't care. You know, and it's funny. Dan Abrams, of all people, said that he thought the guy did it, Saeed or whatever. But I understand that now they've come back. There's new DNA evidence that none of his DNA was there. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I honestly, and I don't care about that one. But this Chandler Halderson, man, that one was so weird. And I love how the prosecution part of it was that he bought ice. The guy bought 2 bags of ice, and they surmised that he put the bags of ice to keep his parents' bodies cool. I'm sitting here going, my ice maker is frozen. I've got 2 bags of ice in my freezer right now. I can barely keep my Dr. Pepper's cold. It was the whole thing is just weird. Oh my gosh, Da Vinci knows about it too. Oh wow. Oh, it's not all of her. Same days he was burning. Oh, their heads. Oh, this is awful. Just read that right there, and that surmises everything I feel about that. Slowly I see that in Discord, and I'm gonna read that. I'm not gonna do it now, but I'll come back to that. I'm gonna read that. I gotta keep people wanting more. So I'll do a video maybe on that. Tomorrow I'm hoping to do martini lunch. If I can't do it, then there's been a problem. Not a bad problem, hopefully, but it's just something that's taking my attention away that I may have to address something tomorrow. Guys, here in a minute, check out Cool Frog. He'll be live. Give him, before you go to bed, give him a like and say hi to him in the chat. If nothing else, he's on Mountain Time. And he says this is some time zone. I've never heard of anybody in Mountain Time. I don't think it's real. So, oh, okay. Oh yeah, because that way I won't get lost. Oh, God, you're so smart. Let's see here. My parents have been. Gosh, I'm not. Hey, Dragon Man's smart. He's going to bed. Good night, Dragon Man. Thanks for. Oh, actually, that says God Night. I like that. Thanks for stopping by. You're consistent, and I really appreciate that. I really do. All right, here's Eddie Crisis put this up. Check this out. Oh gosh, you guys are getting off the hook. This is what I love. We can have a serious talk, and we can end it on a good note. And you know what? There's nothing better than being happy and laughing before you go to bed. And that is something I feel great if I can give that to you guys, because you guys. Sorry, I got stuck. Bourbon. Yes. You guys make me laugh, and that's what I appreciate. So this is it's awesome. You guys are absolutely awesome. But yeah, listen, guys, tomorrow, martini lunch. I have wait, yeah. So I got to think back in reality now. So we have the Depp Heard thing. Y'all saw where Johnny Depp is in London, right? And he was played with Jeff Beck last night. So that was awesome. It's like a 30-minute video. I haven't had a chance to look at the whole thing. If you get a chance, look at that. And then tomorrow is, if that verdict comes in, if I'm anywhere near a computer. Anani, are you West Coast time? Did I ask you that before? Yeah, it's a total fake time zone, RJ. Mountain time. I don't know what's there, right? I mean, they talk about it like it's like, oh, there's like all these time zones, but it's like, are there even any states in Mountain Time? Have you ever heard of a state? I haven't. It's weird, right? It's like Australia. Oh, you're in LA? Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I so want to talk to you about LA sometime. That is awesome. Uh, Gosh, that is awesome. I thought that LA is just a cool place. I know there's all these, bad things. But I mean, man, just look at like how movies have always portrayed LA. It seems so cool. Um, is Idaho in Mountain Time? Oh, yeah, he's in a pyramid somewhere. Uh I don't know what's happened to him. He keeps talking about snow. Wherever he is, he talks about snow. And I'm like, dude, it's 91 outside. Maybe he might have like a fever or something. I don't know what's happened to him. But um let's see here. Deventi, are you from California? This is awesome. All right, wait a second. I gotta go over here, right? All right, hang on a second here. I gotta see what ID just put in. Man, hang on a second before I start playing this. Alright, let's see here. I'll share this and we'll get off I'll get off here. I'll leave y'all alone. I had no idea that I had 2 Californians in tonight. Oh, and Jules, that's 3. I love California, man. Y'all are crazy. Crazy cool. I have more on Twitter. I have more subscribers from California than I do Texas, which I think is hilarious. I have like none from Georgia, which just blows my mind. I'm like, Georgia's like right there. I'm looking at it. There's Georgia, and yeah, they hate me. What am I doing? I'm sorry, you guys. You messed me up. You got me looking at something again. Share. All right. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. Let's see here. All right, let's do this. And ID says this is actually a good ending. So, all right, guys, we're gonna trust him. I mean, the guy, he showered with us, right? So, I mean, we gotta trust him. I sniped his video tonight, so we gotta trust him. Oh, wait a second. Hey, let me put my earphones in or I'll get reverb. Oh, jeez. This is what happens when you're a trained broadcast professional like myself. All right, here we go. Oh, wow. Everybody's standing up for Johnny. That is awesome. That awesome. I wasn't a big fan of Johnny before all this, and he is just a really cool, laid back dude, and that is something I appreciate. It's just. This is so bad, man. If it were Friday, only Friday, I can't wait. I want to see Anani and Divinity both come back and listen to the Friday Night Live. That's become the what would you call that? That's the bookend of the show. We end our week. We're making Friday nights fun again. So, Sully is our. Oh, awesome! That is so cool. Yeah, I need to probably put on Pirates of the Caribbean again because I always fall asleep during it, and it's a really good movie. Anyway, listen, guys. Be safe out there. Cover your six. Watch out for the boogeyman. Be good to yourself and to each other. We only got one shot at this. So, I've not seen Donnie Brasco. Was that with Al Pacino? I don't know. We gotta get Sully back in here. When Sully guest host, special guest. Gosh, man, guest host would mean that I'm not here and she is. Holy cow, would that be on fire? Oh my gosh, that would just be crazy awesome. But anyway, when she's a special guest, it's really astronomical, the effect it has on everything. Look at the analytics. But hey guys, also I want to thank you, Anani, for coming by. Send the ID Crisis, especially after I sniped your stuff. And then Divinity, very proud of her. She had 100 subs last Wednesday. Somehow she ended up in the algorithm for me on with a video she had put up, and she pulled in like 70,000 views in one day. And I haven't seen lately, but she went from like 100 to like 750 subs just over one weekend. It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. So, and she seems to be a good misfit for us. So anyway, guys, I'm glad she came by. And of course, everybody, thank you so much. Anani, that is so cool. I didn't realize you're in LA, man. I'd love to talk about LA. I went to the NAMM show in Anaheim, and that's my one Southern California trip. And I hate that I didn't get to more Southern California trips. But, oh well. Life's not over yet. Every day's an adventure. So, we'll see what... IE Crisis is giving me a hard time now. It's past here. Yeah, go check out Cool Frog. Sorry, God, man, he's streaming live right now. I gotta get out of here. All right, guys, go check out Cool Frog's channel. I put him up in the pinned. I think I pinned his stuff. I can't remember anymore, y'all. I gotta go to bed. It's been a long day for some reason. So anyway, check out Cool Frog and be a cool frog and be a cool whatever you are, but just be it. All right. And until next time, guys, love, dope, all that good stuff. Don't do drugs. And Godspeed, everybody.
But from that spot, from Kingsport, if you look and you see that volcano,